Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to Moor Lane for this afternoon's game against Tamworth in National League North. Salford looking for a first win is 6. 3 changes this afternoon with Scott Burton back into the starting lineup after suspension. Mike Phoenix returns and John Johnston makes his first league start of the season.
Number 11, Connor Taylor.
Louis Briscoe on the ball with an in-swinger into the middle. So headed forward by Newton, cleared by Salford only partially. James Paul tries to get it clear, ricochets off, back out to Briscoe on the edge of the area now, cuts in field towards the byline, gets crossover, falls to the feet of Joe Clark. Clark with the right footed shot, closed down really well by Richie Allen, out for another corner. It's Briscoe again with an outswinger this time. Coming in was Newton! Dyer even coming in again completely unmarked and just manages to nod it in at the near post, and Tamworth have the lead after 12 minutes here. The corner vulnerability still apparent for Salford, and I suppose against the run of play they're behind here. It's something we've seen in the Northern Premier League last season and coming into this season. Teams just want to come here and shut up shop. Like both managers have made reference to it, not using it as an excuse, but we said, look, you're going to get teams who come here and think, right, this is Salford, we're on for a scalp here. So ball goes over the top from Daniel Newton. Connor Taylor's not going to get there though, and Jay Lynch clears this one upfield. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think when you give a team an early lead, that's the problem though, isn't it? They're going to come up here and maybe play for a draw, but then when you give them an early lead, they're just going to go 5 yards further back.
But a response now would be a pretty ideal time. Walker goes in, it's a good one towards Grand at the far post, ball down, Nottingham 6 yards out, and he somehow put it over. It came to him from a very high position, hard to control, but arguably the best opportunity for Salford, and Nottingham unable to make the most of it.
Yeah, Mike Phoenix, I've seen him bully a few defenders at this level so far this season, but he has waylays a good one. Here comes Salford on the attack now. It's Johnson on the edge of the area. Into Phoenix with a shot. It's blocked by his waylays. It's down to this left-hand side. O'Halloran plays it back towards Phoenix. Again on the edge of the area. Gets another cross shot and it's across the box. And here he is, Allen! No! Just wide of the far post. Curling. I think it took a deflection off someone. The referee's pointed for a corner kick. But Sam Walker then plays it in. It's a decent one. Oh, the keeper came for it, didn't get anywhere near it. His defender helped him out, but Sam Walker's got another chance to put this ball in the box. Another left-footed effort, and it's half cleared. Still in the box with Paul. It's blocked, and handball claims, and another great block in front of the keeper. And at the end, it goes for another corner. I think it does indeed. What a scramble!
Surely handball there. I'm not sure what's gone on. Bully's had the shot, and I suppose it's just the way the Tamworth players come in. He's come in with his arms up.
Yeah, Mike Phoenix very good as well, working down the channels, and he's looked to do that today at times, but hasn't managed to find the space as much as he'd like. But as Will said, finding a bit of space during these last few minutes. And James Poole working his way down this left-hand side. This time it's his waylay, the big centre half, and he's come out and he's made. Oh, it's not his waylay. My apologies. But anyway, Salford have got the ball back, and it's down the right-hand side now with John Johnston. Looking to take on the fullback Morley, gets the cross in, and it's a goal kick in the end, and Phoenix was up there, he rose highest. I think he did get a touch on it, but wide the post, but another chance created. Michael Nottingham about to take the throw, takes the long run up and the throw in towards the penalty area, and it's well defended by a Tamworth head away again, and they're defending well. It's recycled by Nottingham, and here's Richie Allen on this left hand side. He looks to pull it back. It wasn't the best ball, but it's one Salford for the corner, and more pressure before this half-time whistle, and you just feel sort of a goal's almost coming here, but it's interesting to see whether they'll be able to get one before half-time. And it's going to be Sam Walker with the corner, and it's headed away again, and Tamworth defending these very well, the last few of them getting their head on it first. John Johnson on this right hand side though, now looking to put a cross in himself. It's towards the far post, no one's there. The header away isn't brilliant. It's fallen on the edge of the area to Poole, gets away the shot, and in the end the keeper saves. And it's another attempt from Salford, and Balshaw did well there, but it was a comfortable save for him in the end.
Sam Walker be looking to put a good delivery in, floats it in. Grand jumping for it and sort of heading it away from goal, back out towards Sam Walker, who gets into Allen in the middle, a lot of space, but he gets it back out to Walker on the left. Walker again looking for good cross, low, is blocked by Andy Burns, and Walker realising not going out, put the cross back in. Priestley jump for it, overhead kick comes in from Grand, across the face of goal though, not too threatening, not too much power on it, and it remains 1-0, but a good opportunity, just heading it comfortably back to Jay Lynch. Darlington now 4-0 up. A very bit of a shock to the division. I mean, obviously, they're another of these Phoenix clubs. They've gone down, they're working their way back up, and they've got a lot of resource. They seem to have settled very well into this league.
Yeah, they have indeed. Do you want to just take over this, Will?
Johnston gets it to Poole. Poole with a shot from a long way out, dipped just over the bar. Not a bad effort from Poole at all. He saw the opportunity, right shot and nearly the right execution, but just couldn't quite get it to dip enough. So Simon Grant deals with it though, heads it away, and Sam Walker turns to place it forward first time. Mike Phoenix has got a little bit of a run on as well at the moment, tries to lay it off for Richie Allen, but he runs past him, so he plays it to Sam Walker instead. Coming down the left hand side now, the former Halifax central midfielder. Phoenix with a header, but straight towards Belshaw. He stood firm on his line and watched that all day long into his arms. So, at the edge of his area, just teasing Daniel Newton at the moment. They're hoping to keep the Tamworth top scorer at bay for the rest of the half. Allen brings the ball down on his thighs, being held, and free kick for Salford, central position, 30 yards out or so. So Walker lining up what he's going to do, ready on his left foot. Slightly angled runner, he's going to curl this one, goes towards the far post, it's a good save by Belshaw, and it comes off Mike Phoenix. He really wasn't aware to where the ball was coming and he couldn't direct that one on target. Really unfortunately for Salford, he was free there right in the middle, but great, really well struck free kick from Sam Walker. Thrown coming up for Salford. Nottingham with the ball in his arms, goes short. Scott Burton, who's made the run towards him. Burton stops it, takes it back towards the byline, gets a cross in. Almost brought down by Billy Priestley, falls Sam Walker on the edge of the box, squares it to Poole. Poole again tries to go for the shot though, bounce through to Hume, Hume into Priestley, turns, Phoenix, shot blocked, lot of shouts for handball, and again against Phoenix, and Tamworth tried to clear it. The one against Phoenix given, the one that he was calling for not given.
Yeah, it looked like his arm was raised there when the shot came in. I'm not sure who it was. It could have been Oswele or possibly Jones. You think this is, the sort of game that Salford would be expecting to win, not only want to win.
Grant heads it down, Allen at the edge of the box, cuts into the box, tees it up into the middle nicely. Grant with a header, Grant with the equaliser, really well worked. Richie Allen teeing up Simon Grant and just takes his time, rises above the rest and loops a header over Belshaw, who's absolutely gutted to have conceded that one. But you were saying the goal was coming, a goal has come, and Salford level after 65 minutes. He's come in, he's had a tough job to replace someone like Chris Lynch, who was obviously such a big part of this Salford side, but he's come in on and off the pitch. He's just been a fantastic captain.
Yeah, Chris Lynch, of course, who was the captain last season, and he got plenty of goals from the centre-half position as well, and Simon Grant following in the footsteps, and it's a bit tussle on the edge of the area, people claiming for a foul or a handball there, I'm not sure. Speaking of goals, it's AFC Fylde, who are 2-1 ahead, are they? Yeah, 2-1 ahead against Harrogate Town at the moment, but here's Tamworth looking to be 2-1 ahead, it's a header, it's in! At the far post! And Tamworth, out of nowhere, have got another goal. I think it's Ross Dyer. And like I said, absolutely out of nowhere, Tamworth are ahead again.
Salford have just got to pick themselves up and get back to that rhythm that they've had all of the second half.
Sam Walker with the corner then towards the 6-yard box. Oh, it was Jordan Hume who leapt the highest, but he was cleared away, and Salford will look to recycle this now with Richie Allen. He's in a tight space. He managed to play it to James Poole now, and he puts it in with a left foot, and it's in towards Nottingham, and he's headed it wide. He missed a great chance in the first half, and he missed one that's probably equally as good in the second. Taking plenty of time over this, no rush for the Tamworth team now, of course, who, as we approach the last 10 minutes of this second half, and the ball played in there towards Mills, who's twisting and turning. He beats two challenges, looks to get a shot away, hits the bar. What an attempt from Greg Mills. He fought off two challenges and then smashed it towards goal. Jay Lynch with no chance, and the woodwork saves Salford there.
With Nottingham with it in his arms, going to look to get this one long, get it going quickly. Goes back to Jay Lynch's stead. Takes the touch and again sends it up long. Jordan Hume's going to challenge for this one. It's won by Luke Jones, but he gets it back to his own player. It's Stephen Morley. He gets it clear, but Billy Priestley brings it down to Stephen O'Halloran over the halfway line. Squares it. Scott Burton at the bottom of the centre circle now. He needs options ahead of him. Gets into Poole. He's got space to turn. Brings it to the right hand side to Jordan Hume. Hume with that cross into the back post coming in. Was who was that at the back? Stephen O'Halloran. Cross comes in, shot goes over from Salford, screaming for another handball. Multiple players around the referee, but a couple of Tamworth players down with injuries at the moment. We are at the 90-minute mark, just Going to find out how much added time there is, how much time Salford have got to save themselves from another defeat in the 7th game unbeaten. Allen on the halfway line. 3 minutes is the verdict. Out to this near side. Phoenix keeps it in. He's got options coming in the middle. Mike Phoenix goes towards the byline, gets the cross in. It's blocked by Stephen Morley, and corner coming up for Salford. As Walker gets in, swinging across in. It's a good one in. Priestley! Looked like it is going towards goal. It is going away from goal, back towards Walker, and out for a goal kick to Tamworth. Another free header, maybe 2 or 3 yards out, and he couldn't get that one on target. So Belshaw's recovered from getting a knock off Priestley, gets the ball up towards Grands. Grands misses the header, but it bounces back to Nottingham. Nottingham turns out of trouble away from Greg Mills and plays the ball forward again. Jones beats Hume to it, but heads it only to Richie Allen, driving forward now. A few nice little rolls of the ball into Hume, turns past his man, ball falls to Sam Walker in the box. He's put off, ball falls to Phoenix on the far side, goes to spectacular shots, and that is rather wasted, but what a key block that is from Stephen Morley. He played the 3 minutes now. This is going to be a last chance saloon for the Ammies. Lynch launched it forward, almost everybody's in the box. So headed cleared by Tamworth. Mills brings it down, boots it forward. Jay Lynch going to come up and should put this one back in. Check the watch by the referee. Lynch plays the ball out to the left hand side. I think he miscued that one. Picked up Richie Allen on the halfway line now. Got to put this one back in. Goes long, looking for Priestley. Challenges, loose out, falls for Nottingham on the edge of the box. Sets up Phoenix. Phoenix ball across. Blocked. Corner for Salford. Are we going to have time to play it? Referee is saying yes. Salford have got a corner, and you surely just got to put everybody up apart from Jay Lynch for this one. Walker's come across to take it. This will be the last chance. Walker gets it in, and right to O'Halloran. Shot comes in, blocked on the line from Simon Grant, cleared by Tamworth. Referee blows his whistle, and there it is, defeat for Salford. First at home since February. Some heroic last minute defending from Tamworth there, putting bodies on the line, denying Salford an equaliser. And all in all, a really disappointing performance from the Ammies.